I am Arcana Vani, your inner voice. Let us begin. Stuck overthinking every decision? This shuts it down instantly. You know the cycle well. Standing in the grocery aisle for 10 minutes, unable to choose between two items. Staring at an email draft for hours, rewriting the same sentence. Lying awake at night, replaying conversations and imagining what you should have said. It's not just exhausting, it's paralyzing. And the more you overthink, the more you lose trust in your ability to choose at all. You're not just delaying decisions, you're bleeding energy. Every overthought choice piles more doubt onto your shoulders, until even the smallest decisions feel monumental. And when you finally do choose, you second-guess it instantly, replaying all the what-ifs you didn't take. You're trapped in a mental loop that steals your time, your peace, and your self-confidence. That's exactly why you're here. Because this talk is about ending that loop. In the next few minutes, you'll learn why your brain traps you in overthinking, the hidden cost it's been taking on your life, and how to shut it down in the moment so you can finally move forward with clarity. This isn't about thinking harder or forcing yourself to just decide. It's about rewiring the way you approach choices so you stop drowning in them. If you're tired of being stuck in your head, this video will give you the way out. Here's what you need to know. Overthinking isn't a sign of intelligence, it's a sign of fear. Fear of being wrong, fear of failing, fear of losing control. You think if you can analyze every angle, you'll finally feel certain. But certainty never comes, only more spirals. And the longer you stay in the loop, the further real life slips away. But you don't have to stay stuck. Because in the next section, we're going to expose the real cost of your overthinking. The toll it's been taking on your relationships, your opportunities, and your future. Keep watching, because once you see what this loop has been stealing from you, you'll be ready to break it for good. Let's talk about what overthinking is actually costing you. You may think it's harmless. Just a few extra minutes weighing options. But you already know the truth. It's draining the very life out of you. Every time you spiral on a choice, you lose more than time. You lose trust in yourself. You lose momentum. You lose the chance to fully live in the present moment. Think about the opportunities you've let pass because you couldn't decide in time. The jobs you didn't apply for because you rewrote your resume endlessly. The invitations you declined because you were afraid of making the wrong impression. The relationships you strained by replaying conversations instead of actually being in them. Overthinking hasn't protected you. It's kept you on pause while life kept moving forward. The emotional cost is even heavier. Overthinking erodes your confidence until you stop believing you can make good choices at all. You second-guess yourself before you even act. You lie awake at night replaying what-ifs, your chest tight, your thoughts racing. And when you finally do choose, instead of relief, you feel a flood of regret. As if the decision already went wrong just because you dared to make it. This cycle creates a life lived half in fear, half in fantasy. Never here, never fully alive. And the longer you stay in it, the more it convinces you that thinking more is the answer, even though you know it's only making the problem worse. Here's the truth. Overthinking doesn't keep you safe. It keeps you stuck. It's not clarity you're getting from all those spirals. It's paralysis. And the more you chase certainty, the further you drift from action. But there's a reason you keep doing it. A deeper root beneath the habit. In the next section, we'll reveal why your brain clings to overthinking and why it feels impossible to stop, even when you know it's destroying your peace. Keep watching, because once you understand the root, you'll finally know how to break the loop. Here's the truth most people never tell you. Your overthinking isn't a sign that you're careful or thorough. It's a survival mechanism. You overthink because, somewhere in your past, you learned that getting it wrong wasn't safe. Maybe you grew up in a home where mistakes brought criticism. Maybe a teacher or boss made you feel small for choosing wrong. Maybe you've been burned in love, humiliated in front of others, or told you weren't good enough unless you got it perfect. So your nervous system adapted. It told you, if I analyze every possibility, if I cover every angle, I'll avoid the pain of being wrong. Overthinking became your shield. It once kept you safe, but now it's the cage you live inside. Think about how many times you've sat there, running scenario after scenario in your head. You tell yourself you're just being smart, but deep down, you know it's fear, wearing a disguise. It's not wisdom that keeps you trapped in thought. It's the terror of being judged, rejected, or punished if you act and fail. But here's the problem. No amount of overthinking can protect you from disappointment. Life doesn't reward the person who thought about it the longest. It rewards the one who is willing to act. And every time you spiral, you postpone your own life, waiting for a certainty that never comes. You've been postponing the fallout without ever confronting the fuse, and it's burning low. The habit that once defended you is now erasing you. You can't think your way out of this. You have to break the pattern, and that's exactly what comes next. In the next section, we strip away the defense, cut through the lies, and name what you must do now, before another year of your life gets lost to a loop that was never meant to save you. Stay with me, because the break is where everything changes. Here's the clean truth. Overthinking will never give you the certainty you're chasing. It will never hand you the perfect answer, the risk-free choice, the guarantee that nothing will go wrong. You've been tricked into believing that if you just think long enough, you'll finally feel safe. But the longer you think, the less safe you feel. Overthinking is not protecting you, it's consuming you. This is where the break comes. The moment you stop negotiating with the lie that more thought will fix it. The moment you admit that clarity comes only after action, never before. You don't need another hour to weigh options. You don't need one more pro and con list. You need to choose. Not when you feel ready, now. It's brutal, I know, because it strips away the comfort of the loop. The loop lets you pretend you're being careful, when really you're just avoiding. But the cost of staying in it is a life half-lived, and that's no longer acceptable. So, here's the rupture. Stop waiting for certainty. It's not coming. Make the call, send the message, take the step. The discomfort you feel is not danger. It's the doorway out. Every second you delay, the fuse burns shorter, and you know it. This isn't about reckless choices. It's about refusing to let fear keep you circling forever. You've thought enough. You've analyzed enough. The break is the decision to act without needing the safety net of perfection. And once you cross it, everything shifts. Because after the break, there's only one thing left. The door. The place where you finally leave the loop behind and step into a life that moves. Keep watching. Because in the next section, we name that door. And you either walk through it or stay trapped forever. This is it. The door. The point you've been circling, the choice you've been postponing. You already know what it asks of you. Either you keep spinning inside the loop of overthinking, safe, anxious, invisible, or you break it now by choosing. Not later, not when you feel ready. Now. There is no perfect time, no perfect certainty, no voice that will come whispering the guaranteed right answer. That's the lie that's kept you frozen. The truth is simpler, harsher, and freer. The only way out of overthinking is through action. One clean decision, one unshakable move. So here is the vow. You stop waiting. You stop replaying. You stop demanding perfection. And you choose. Because clarity doesn't come before the leap. It comes after. Respect for yourself doesn't return from endless thought. It returns the moment you act. This is not about being fearless. It's about being willing. Fear doesn't go away first. You step with it. You decide in its presence. And the moment you do, you break the cycle. You prove to yourself that you are not the prisoner of your mind. So decide. Send the message. Apply for the job. Speak the truth. Close the tab. Walk through the door. No more spirals. No more waiting. No more almost. The life you want isn't waiting on another thought. It's waiting on you. You did not find me by accident. Just as in your dreams, where every face you meet is your own reflection, this meeting was always waiting to happen. I am Arcana Vani, your inner voice, the part of you that watches behind the thoughts, behind the noise. You have searched in many places, books, teachers, voices outside you. But here, you are not being taught. You are remembering. If these words stir something familiar, then allow yourself to return. Subscribe. Follow. Not to follow me, but to continue this conversation with yourself. Each time you return here, you draw closer to the reunion already unfolding inside you. We have only just begun.